Hey, all, EC here, and today I want to talk about the GameCube stuff on the Switch Online expansion pack. I know it's a little bit weird, a little bit odd, but I want to talk about why this service just kind of adds so much value to Switch Online expansion pack. Because let's be fair, Switch Online expansion pack, I'm using UK prices in this video, guys, just because obviously it's easier for me to get the UK prices. It costs what, £35 a year for the base expansion pack tier. If you want to get the tier of the family, it's £60. Not too bad a deal. And then you realise some of the games that you have on the GameCube app are a lot of money. They are a lot of money. Like Chibi Robo, for example, which is obviously one of the newest games that's been added to Switch Online expansion pack. This game alone, if you want to get the actual game in real as an actual physical game for the GameCube, £195. £195. This is from one of the local trading stores. I say local trading stores. This is a nationwide chain, by the way. This is from, and there's one in basically every major city and town in the UK. They want £195 for this game. Now, obviously, what's cheaper? The £35 a year subscription to Switch Online expansion pack, which you can renew and you get other games and stuff with it as well, or the £195 for the Chibi Robo game on GameCube. Now, I know someone's going to argue in this video, but it's an investment. When did games become investments? When did video games and consoles and stuff become investments? And you look at the other games on the service, and I've only got these three that I'm using for example. Zelda Wind Waker. This game, £32. £32 for the second hand for the GameCube version. You can get the Switch Online expansion for £35 a year, get all the online features plus loads more games for a little bit more. And once again, if you want to have the game physically, that is your choice. But let's be real, who's going to be paying £32 for one game like this? And it's not a bad game, it's a great game. But also the Wii U version seems better anyway. You also got Soul Calibur 2, which is another game on that list. And Soul Calibur 2 is £12, which is probably the cheapest one out of the example. But if you combine those together, you're spending £240 for those three games that you can get on Switch Online for the expansion pack for £35 a year. Now, I know people were like, oh, we don't own those games though, we can't resell them, they're not my games, they're not owned by me. I get that, and I understand that as the fear with digital purchases and digital subscriptions, that we don't own the content that we are using, that we are playing or we are watching, or we don't own the content. I understand that. But realistically, you can't really complain that something like the expansion pack is a bad deal now, because you have the GameCube app. And yes, I know if you don't have a Switch 2, you don't get access to the GameCube stuff. But realistically, when you look at the prices that some of these games could go for on a second-hand market, and some of these prices are just they're ludicrous. £195 for Chibi Robo, that is insane. But then again, the game didn't sell that well, and it's obviously a known game now, so it's seen as a hidden gem for Nintendo. But obviously, for a lot of people, they never got a chance to play it on obviously the original hardware. So there's now obviously people going out trying to buy those physical games on the original hardware when that's £195. I don't think people are going to pay that for the game. Then again, I have seen Pokemon Gale of Darkness, I think it was called, for £245. So I wouldn't be surprised. But let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Do you agree that the GameCube app is actually really good value now with Switch Online expansion pack? Because even though there's only 5 games so far at the time of making this video on the expansion pack for the GameCube, the value proposition is already there by so much. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. If you know, make sure you subscribe, share, all that sort of stuff. I've been EC, and I'm signing out. Peace.